Hi, my name is Zach Simmons, and this is my Chicago Bears Journal. So right now it's Week 9. Just coming back off of that really hard Chargers loss. Now we're looking at the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. There's a few things we definitely have to take a look at when it comes to this game. This is probably the biggest make or break game for the Bears right now. If the Bears cannot win this game, the season is pretty much over. Looking at how good Green Bay's been playing, how good Minnesota's been playing. Right now, it seems like a reach for us to make playoffs. Well, if we lose this game, it's pretty much impossible. It's not going to happen. But the key points when it comes to the Bears, what we have to do, first take a look at the offense. Trubisky has got to be on point. Not only that, but the play call needs to surround him just a little bit more. Nagy has some very questionable play calls, particularly in the goal line. Passed it a lot more than he should have. Definitely when we have David Montgomery, we need to use Montgomery more. I love that he ran the ball more. That was great. But we still need to run the ball more. He's still not running the ball when we need him to run the ball the most. Definitely parallels a little bit with Seattle's Super Bowl loss to the Patriots a few years back when they refused to run Marshawn Lynch on the 2-yard line. It kind of goes in the same spot here. We had a bunch of goal line plays, and we barely ran the ball. With how poor Trubisky's played, why would you give him a shot through the 2-yard line a countless amount of times? You've got to give to Montgomery to start things out. That's always my number one rule is when you're on the goal line, just run the ball, see what you get. Pound the ball up the middle and see what happens. Let the pass be your backup plan. If you can't get the ball in there twice, then pass the ball on third down. Otherwise, do not pass the ball on first, second, and third down. Run the ball. We have a great power back in David Montgomery. We need to use him, especially this game against Philadelphia. We have got to use David Montgomery more. Even though he broke out last week, we still didn't run the ball as much as we should have. But Trubisky's got to be on point. He missed the game-winning throw to Taylor Gabriel. He threw the pick a couple drives near the end, fumbled the ball the second to last drive. Last drive did a very good job of getting them into field goal range. Pinheiro sadly was not able to make the kick. But when it comes down to this game, we really need to rely on Trubisky. As sad as that may seem, we do have to rely on Trubisky. Because not only is this a make-or-break game for the Bears, this is a make-or-break game for Trubisky's career. He's only been a starter now this is his third season. So it's kind of strange to say that this is possibly his last shot of proving that he's a starter in the NFL. But with how poor he's played and just the high expectations people had, not just for him, but for the team as a whole, this is definitely a make-or-break game for him, not just with the Bears, but his NFL career. Better believe that a lot of teams are watching this game, trying to see if Trubisky is, if he's got some potential, if not with the Bears, with another team. But this is definitely a make-or-break game for Trubisky. We all know that. We're all kind of looking forward to 2020, seeing what quarterback we get. Can we get Teddy Bridgewater? Can we trade for Nick Foles? Gardner Minshew's name's been thrown out the last couple weeks. We've heard a lot of Andy Dalton. We've heard a lot of Marcus Mariota, especially with both of them being benched. But right now, we still have Trubisky. Trubisky, I think, still has a shot. He still has a good amount of time to prove himself. But the clock is running short. It's starting to run out. We need him to finally get to that level that we were hoping he was going to be at Week 1 against Green Bay. But not only that, but taking a look at the defense. The biggest thing that I'm worried about, because the receiving core really is non-existent. Alshon Jeffrey's been decent, but Agler's been, he's been awful. He's been open, but he can't catch. He's lost some games for them. Zach Ertz might actually be the best receiver they have there at the tight end position. But the main thing I'm really worried about is not necessarily Carson Wentz. Yes, we need to worry about Carson Wentz, of course, but it comes down to Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard's the kind of running back that we have problems with. We couldn't stop Latavius Murray. The Chargers didn't run Melvin Gordon enough, so we didn't really have too much of a problem with him. But we had definitely a problem with Josh Jacobs. This kind of one-cut power back type of running back that Jordan Howard is, this is kind of running backs we have problems with. So I'm expecting Jordan Howard to go off. We need to have an answer for him. Against the Saints, we needed an answer for Michael Thomas. Against the Chargers, we needed an answer for Austin Eckler and for Keenan Allen. This game is definitely, we needed an answer for Jordan Howard. He's been playing actually pretty good this season. We need to have an answer for him because it's not going to be Carson Wentz. I think he's going to stop the Eagles. That's going to stop the Bears. Sorry, it's going to be Jordan Howard that's going to stop the Bears. He's been having a really good season so far. We need to be able to stop the run. If we can stop the run, I'm confident we can stop these receivers. I'm confident we can stop Carson Wentz. Their offensive line is depleted without Jason Peters. Floyd and Mack might be able to get to him, but it all comes down to the run game. We need to have a better run game. The last couple of years, we've been so happy because we've had a really good run game, but now not so much. We've got to have an answer for Jordan Howard. That's really what it comes down to. When it came to the Saints game, there's a lot of things we had to do to be perfect, but in order for us to win this game, it comes down to two different things. Can Trubisky play? Can Trubisky play? I just said we need to run David Montgomery more. That is very, very true. But it comes down to Trubisky. Can Trubisky be the quarterback we need him to be? If he cannot, this game will not be won by the defense. In order for us to win this game, Trubisky has got to be on point. Now, defensively, if we want to help out the offense, they need to stop Jordan Howard. Stop Jordan Howard. Do not let them get in field goal range. Because once they do, Howard will be in the end zone. The defense needs to stop the run game. If they can do that, they can set the offense for success. But those are the two things. Trubisky and the run game. So that's what I have for this week. Hopefully we can pull off this win. It's starting to get a little frustrating. We should have been able to beat the Saints. We definitely should have been able to beat the Chargers. And I do applaud Trubisky for getting us into field goal range. But sadly, Piñeiro could not. And I want to... we're hearing all this stuff about Nagy. Bad play calling, we all know that. We're all kind of fed up with that. When it comes to the hash marks, this has been in the news the last few days, that Piñeiro was not on the hash mark that he prefers. He prefers that he's more in the middle. He definitely hit the game-winning field goal on the right hash, so kicking from the left hash might not be the best game plan for him, but still, he's an NFL kicker. No matter where the ball is placed, he needs to make the kick. So even though Nagy didn't do his true diligence getting Piñeiro where he needed to be, because he decided to kneel the ball instead of run the ball, it still comes down to Piñeiro should have made that kick. So we can go off Nagy all that we want, but still, we lost because of the kicker. Obviously, there's a lot more factors that came in with it. Trubisky had a few opportunities. Nagy had a few opportunities with the run. And Montgomery Cohen also had a couple opportunities to get in the end zone, and they didn't get there either. So there's definitely a lot of blame to go around. But as for the whole hash mark thing, stop going off of Nagy too as much as we are. We need to put some of the blame on Piñeiro there as well. So that's what I have. Hopefully we can pull out this win. We'll see exactly what can happen. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more excited this time next week. So hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for viewing.